Old shipping containers, neatly stacked. They look fairly intact. Maybe this area used to be a loading dock and they precede the junk heap itself. Cute outfit. Must have taken forever to knit. Old pre-collapse cars, likely stripped of all usable parts at this point. A big old combustion engine exhaust. You don't see many of those around these days. Oh, there's some kind of switch under here. There we go. It's a hefty pneumatic arm, used to push that refrigerator open. There's a sticker on the transformer it's connected to, saying 215 volts to 240 volts. I'll write it down. Can't get too close. That's really high voltage. I need to find someone who knows their way around electronics. I can see a small sign near the end of the cable. It says 230 volts to 240 volts. I'll write it down. That power cord seems to be connected to the metal gate. It doesn't look like it can be easily removed. Hi again.
Hey there. What can I do you for?
Hey, do you know your way around electronics?
No way! He just happened to accidentally construct a store filled with robots. Let me guess, you flunked Deduction 101?
Don't mind him. Yes, I do know a thing or two about that.
Well, great. I need you to come with me to disconnect the power to a thing. A trap.
Oh, I'd love to help, but I can't leave the store like this. Got an important customer today. Why don't you check with Lisa over by the museum? She can probably help you out.
The woman who was fixing that broken power pole?
Yeah, that's her.
All right, thanks. I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye, police lady.
Hey, there's an electrified fence in the junk heap. I'd like to disconnect it.
Oh, you should be able to do that from the power station just outside the entrance. Here, you can borrow this key to open the door.
Great, thanks.
Allie? Feeling rested yet? Not really.
Good. It still displays the expected voltage. When I have the voltage I want, I should be able to simply turn the main breaker back on, and that voltage will be fed to the grid. I think that's it. I should go check out the gate. Ugh, it's stuck.
Don't move. Oh. Wait, you're that city cop. Fuck, I was expecting... Ugh. Today is not your day, sister. Gah! Shit! Well, what are you waiting for? Finish me off, then.
Step away from the weapon. Get on your knees and turn around.
Ow! Fuck, this hurts! Oh. Okay, sister. You win.
So, you believe that the killer is after you now?
I know he is. He got Maja and Carl. I'm next, obviously.
Let's not forget Leonard Dahl. He was butchered this morning.
Leonard? The recycling guy? Jesus, I had no idea. That's odd.
Odd how?
Because, actually, I have to give you the whole story for it to make sense. Carl and I wanted a child, but I can't. I have viable eggs, but there are other complications.
I understand your desperation. You took a calculated risk, and it had dire consequences.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So anyway, we came into contact with a woman called Maya Strand who claimed that she could help us have a baby. She'd built a replica of an old womb tank. Forbidden technology, of course.
I see. And what did she want in return?
Our help with some of her other shady experiments. The lady was somewhat frail. She couldn't handle much heavy labor. She eventually revealed that she was a self-proclaimed member of the Conduit. Probably figured we had too much to lose to turn her in. She was right.
Yes, I found the Conduit connection. Playing with fire.
Yeah, so Carl and I decided to play along until after the birth and then escape Nordsund as a family.
So you merely pretended to sympathize with Conduit beliefs, and then Maja was murdered.
Yes, EPOs did it, I'm sure. Those assholes must have found out.
EPOs. That rings a bell.
Earth Preservation Orthodox Society. Anti-tech group. You must have heard of them over at the Bureau. Used to be terrorist classified.
Oh yeah, I remember. So they have a church here in Nordsund?
Yep, near the old mall in Northtown. Big place. They get visitors from all over.
So you think EPO's fanatics are picking you off one by one? Do they know about the child?
Yes, I do, and I pray that they don't. That's why I'm hiding out here, to avoid leading them to the apartment. I was hoping to ambush them myself, and, well, then you came around.
There's a hole in this murder theory, though. Leonard Dahl.
Oh, yeah. No idea how that guy fits into all this. Could be unrelated.
Unrelated is improbable, given the historically low murder rate of Nordsund.
I guess. Maybe those dimwit EPOS assassins thought he was one of us, or he got in their way for some other reason.
If all of this is true, why did you take a new name when you came to Nordsund?
It's a long story, but I left a life that was pretty ugly. I had to escape an abusive boyfriend. I needed a fresh start here in Nordsund. The nickname thing just happened. It felt natural, and then, well, I guess it stuck.
That doesn't explain why your relationship with Carl was kept a secret, though.
Carl and I happened really fast. It wasn't so much intentionally kept a secret, it just never became a public thing. When we started collaborating with Maja, we obviously had all the more reason to keep things quiet.
Well, I'm going to give all of this some thought and report to my superior. I'll be back later if I come up with more questions.
Okay, before you go, just the womb tank. The nutrients must be running low by now. Without replenishment, he could be hurt. Even die.
Okay, when I leave, I'll go to the apartment and check on the baby. If there's a problem, where could I get more nutrients?
Maya always took care of that, so I'm not sure. My guess would be somewhere near the museum.
All right, I'll look into it.
You have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you.
You're welcome. I need to pick your brain about a few more things.
Okay. What's up?
So tell me what you know about the conduit.
I doubt they're anything to worry about. If there are other members out there, I'd wager they're just as loony as Maya.
So Maja was on her own? There was no contact with any other conduit cells?
Not as far as I know, but I didn't really care to find out either.
Remind me again, where should I look for a nutrient canister?
It should be somewhere in the museum area.
What can you tell me about Carl?
I'd rather not talk about him. It hurts too much.
I understand. Sorry. Do you know Gabriel?
The cop? Not really, but I think he has a crush on me. Always looks at me funny.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Other than this mess with Maya I got tangled up in, I'm just a teacher trying to get by. I moved here a few years back, met Carl, and, well, you know the rest.
Do you know Commissary Anderson?
No, but he seems to be the kind of leader who only uses the carrot, never the stick.
Do you know Stina Ruth?
I know who she is, but we haven't met.
What can you tell me about Maja?
Oh, she really was the epitome of a mad scientist. Her crazy little experiments had no regard for the law, ethics, or even common sense. Sure, she had moments of clarity, like when she built our womb tank, but most of the time she was just a nutcase.
What about her conduit beliefs?
That was something different, something more coherent. I think she saw AI as, like, a step on the evolutionary ladder. She used to talk about how the most intelligent beings deserve to rule the Earth.
Sounds like she had an elitist streak.
You could say that. She didn't think too highly of most people.
What do you think of Dr. Pearson?
I don't know much about him. I never really needed a doctor since I moved here.
What about your fertility problems? You didn't consider seeing the doctor before resorting to Maya's help?
I wish that was an option, but my condition was thoroughly diagnosed before I moved here. It's chronic.
What's your opinion on Valter?
Personally, I can't stand that guy. He has to crack a joke every 5 seconds. Drives me crazy. The kids love him though, so I suppose he's all right.
I don't want to So I found this tape in the museum.
Let me guess, some conduit ravings of Maya's?
Something like that, yeah.
I wouldn't try to make sense of it. She was quite unhinged.
I borrowed this photo from the school.
Oh, good. Don't bother bringing it back. I look like a corpse in that light.
Any idea of what this opens?
None whatsoever.
That's evident. Carl had this in his pocket when we found him.
Oh, damn it, Carl. I know it's a lot to ask, but could I have this photo? I really don't have much to remember him by.
I'm sorry, but that's against protocol.
Just as I thought. You cops have no feelings.
All right, I got what I needed for now.
Good. Talk to you later.
Looks pretty comfy for a place like this. A long-distance radio. It's connected to the roof, so I'm guessing there's an exterior antenna hidden among the junk. A bug-out bag, I'm guessing. High-quality heater. One could get reasonably comfortable here in the winter. A lightweight aluminum pot with some leftover beans inside. You can never really have too much water stored up. A small desk with a layer of dust on it. I'm gonna head out now. Don't go too far.
In this condition, hardly. I'm gonna need plenty of rest.
You have to admit you had it coming. I'll be back later. There's that red light again. Katarina was right. All right, as expected, the nutrients seem to be running low. I better refill them as soon as possible. Good. I think this is what I need for the womb tank. Feels empty. All right, all filled up. All right, red light gone. Must have done the trick. Looks like things are working out okay for you in there.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Seeing a baby like this?
Yeah, it reminds me of everything that happened before.
Same here. But you know, it's not too late.
It is for you, Alex.
It is?
Well, yeah. You're dead.
I am, but you're not. You still have time to make up for what we lost.
I was never mother material, Alex. I just tried to play the part because you needed it so badly.
I think part of me knew and didn't care. I'm sorry I pushed you too hard.
That's okay. It doesn't really matter now.
I guess not.
Painful memories. I should head back to Stina.
Ancient England. Right on time.
Councilwoman?
Oh, stop it. That word always makes me feel old. Call me Stina.
All right then, Stina. I have some things to report.
Always straight to the point. You allergic to small talk, kiddo?
Sorry, been a long day. I just want it to be over.
Well, suck it up. I need to vent. Had an argument with a friend today.
Yeah? What about?
Not important, but we ended up going our separate ways. Isn't it funny how quickly things can change?
I guess.
History, trust, respect. Poof. Gone.
A shame, but I see it as a natural cycle of things. People grow apart. Did you know that on average, friendships last for 7 years?
Aren't you the walking encyclopedia?
So I wanted to share something else. My augmentations grew stronger this morning. The blue is starting to adapt to my psychology.
Blossoming before my very eyes, are ya? Do tell. What new things can you do?
My vision is improving. I can see much better in darkness and zoom in on distant targets.
Excellent. Quality recon allows you to engage the bad guys on your own terms. So, how was this recent experience of yours? Quite a ride for a rookie such as yourself, am I right?
Kind of, yeah. Maybe you'd like to explain how it works, in depth?
Sure. As the lab coats over at the Bureau have shown time and time again, no one really knows how the hell blue works.
But that's only on a cellular level, right? We still have some data on the bottom line.
Yeah, but I mean, look at it like this. Lady Blue is your best friend. She knows what you want, what you need. A slow but deliberate beast. She grows stronger with time, but there's no lying to her, and there's no hiding from her. If you wish to destroy your enemies, she'll give you strength and speed. If you desire knowledge, she'll expand your mind and sharpen your senses. If you want to connect with others, she'll give you an aura of comfort, honesty, and trust. Simply put, Blue is pure liquid power. Now, let's hear your report. I've heard rumors about quite a grisly spectacle in the recycling center. Ebos, huh? Those guys are gonna be a pain to deal with. First, they're well armed. Second, they got pulled with City Hall. Our beloved mayor recently granted their church embassy status.
Wait, what? So they're out of my jurisdiction?
Not quite. It's one of those legal limbos. Sure, you can force your way in without breaking any laws, but they also have the right to defend themselves from unsanctioned intruders.
That's absurd. In other words, they can gun me down without repercussions.
I wouldn't say that. It's kind of a hassle to dispose of your still warm corpse.
Like this case couldn't get any worse.
No. You're an agent. The creme de la creme of the Central Bureau. Time to act like one. Infiltrate and evade, remember? If you do find evidence that these nut jobs are responsible for the killings, we'll get a diplomatic warrant.
All right. I have to be discreet then, and try to get inside without arousing suspicion.
Bingo. And, well, hope they don't already know who you are. That would make things awkward.
Okay then. I'll get some rest and visit the church in the morning.
Good plan, Agent. Dismissed.
You know, the story of Katarina and Carl reminds me so much of what we went through.
Yeah. Similar circumstances, but vastly different outcomes. It's fascinating how just a few variables can change everything.
Indeed. Are our lives nothing but a sum of interconnected parts? Does any meaning attributed to them simply stem from our limited human cognition?
Most likely. The observer bias seems insurmountable. Even the concept of meaning itself is relative.
It's scary to think about, that it could all be an illusion. Every relationship we had, everything we ever cared about.
It really is. This can't be healthy.